And hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Adventure Rolls Winds of Calamity. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 51 as we are wrapping up the Twilight Realm arc tonight. It's been a good time, but looking forward to getting back to the light world ever so slightly. It's going to be interesting as we have a little bit of a conversation with a very pathetic ex. It's gonna be a good time though. Thank you all so much for joining us. Love to have you all here every single week. If you're just now joining us, I am Fisk, aka Literary DM. I run this game as well as make various YouTube videos throughout the week. I am working on this week's video. Had to do a little bit of last minute rewrites on it, but it will be coming out this Friday, if not Saturday, so we'll see on that one. And apart from that, just again, as we saw on the starting soon screen, Tears of the Kingdom is coming out this week. We are all very much excited about that. I know I am. I've been looking forward to it. We all have been looking forward to it. Please refrain from any spoilers in the chat. Some of us here want to go into it fresh, even though it's not out. We do know that the leaks occurred, and sadly, so please refrain from those. Be just, as always, be awesome. Follow Wheaton's Law, that kind of thing. So with that, just be mindful of that. Thank you. But I know you all are awesome. So apart from that, I think that is good on my end for right now. So let's go ahead and introduce our players for this evening, starting with directly next to me, Mike.
Hello, my name is Michael, also known as Bardic Dice here on all the socials. I also stream, except on the other channel on Twitch, some D&D, which this week we've already streamed. So we streamed yesterday to, again, because of Tears of the Kingdom and also other scheduling stuff. But we normally, our schedule's changing. We'll now normally be on Fridays at 6:30 Central, or maybe 7, depending on how things go in the future. But anyways, a lot of stuff changing, but we'll always keep people updated if you want to catch that. However, you can catch that on my YouTube, on Bardic Dice, to catch any of the VODs there, where I don't mind if you want to go spoil all the TOK stuff on that one. I'm more than happy to, because I don't read the comments and neither does Mark, so I'm just kidding. Nothing to do with Zelda. But anyways, that's what we do here online. But today I play I want to say a deck. I don't know why. Avum, one half of the Twilight.
You're stealing his character.
I play a deck. I'm a full classer. No.
Different kind of spotlight hog.
Right? I know. I'm just going to introduce everybody. But I play Avum. He's one half of the Twilight Twin duo, who he is going to have fun interrogating Zavarin, because he thinks Zavarin and Stupid Scissory were behind the leaks on Tears. So yeah, they're pretty upset.
They probably were.
They probably were. Yeah.
I mean,
you never know. We'll find out tonight. But he's level 6 now, Oracle, level 4 Rogue. Super excited about some of his new powers that might show up here soon. Yeah, super excited to be playing for tonight.
Yes, it's all going to be a good time. So yeah, go ahead and follow Mike on all the socials. It's going to be a good old time. And yep, it was very strange to have Fates last night. It was a very surreal experience. I felt like I had to get my video done because I was watching Fates, but it was on a Monday night.
You're like, deadline's coming.
It was wild. But anyway, yeah, go ahead and check out Mike on Twitch and all the other socials out there. With that, we're going to go ahead and hop on down to our other official artist for the stream, Rach.
Hi, I am Rachel, also known as Pip. If you want to see my art, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter under Pip400art. If you thought you missed my art stream on Twitch on Mondays, you didn't. I didn't have it. I'm having it on Thursday because we're mixing up the schedule a lot today to continually confuse ourselves into not knowing what day it is. So, but it'll be a nice surprise for you on Friday when you wake up because you thought it was Monday the day before, but then it's actually Friday. So I'm doing you all a favor. But no, come hang out with me on Twitch under Marquee Gaming at, I think I was going to do 3 CST to 5:30 is kind of my plan. So, hang out with me. And in this game, I play Scissory. She is a Tweely rogue paladin who just leveled up in Paladin, which means she gets her aura.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for that. I just think that's going to be really fun. And she's also going to beat up her ex.
Yeah, this is going to be. I've been slightly looking forward to this session almost all week, and not going to lie, planning out Zavran and all that stuff, I was like, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, go ahead. Absolutely, go ahead and follow Rach on all those socials and Twitch, and keep an eye out for that art stream because it's going to be a lot of fun, as it always is. Just watch it devolve into the weirdest conversations you probably have ever witnessed. But that's part of the fun. Yeah, and we're at that point where level 10, we're going to get a lot of fun abilities coming out. So, and speaking of fun abilities, we have the one, the only, Mark.
Everybody, hi. Yes, Mark of Marky Gaming. That's me. Yeah, we do have a D&D stream on Sundays on our Purple Place channel. Like all the other people's lights, the Purple Place channel. And you can check us out there. Sundays at 2 p.m. CST. That's where we play Mystical Mishaps. It is a wild and crazy kind of horror touchy on thing. It's like early in the campaign, so we're not that scary yet, but it's gonna get there. We'll see. And
I feel like Mike's already scared, so.
I mean, steroid squirrels and, being wrecked by
haven't
glass
seen
monster.
anything.
Pretty bad so
Yeah.
far.
Okay, anyways, check us out Sundays there. But I play Attic here, Sheikah Artificer, the only person who's stuck with one class because he's a good old boy, faithful to his Artificer levels, and 24 AC now, which will still get hit every single time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Mark was challenging me like this whole week. I was like, okay, dude. But anyway,
I got other infusions I'll switch to if I have to.
I love this little arms race that's happening. It's amazing. But anyway, yeah, go and check out Mark on socials and Twitch with Mystical Mishaps. A lot of fun, a lot of chaos. Overall, good time. With that, I think we're all good for announcements. As a reminder, if you haven't yet, you can check out episode 50 in podcast format, basically where most podcasts are available, as it came out yesterday. We are also almost to a total of 400 listens across the board for the podcast, which is wild. So thank you all for the support there. You all continue to blow my mind with the support for this game, and I genuinely don't know how to feel at times. It's wild, but thank you all for being here. We love every single one of you for coming on this adventure with us. You can also check out merch. Apart from that, I think we're all good to go for announcements. So yeah, we will still be streaming next week, even though Mark and I will probably have Tears of the Kingdom on the brain. But we will still be streaming next week. So just want to let that known right away. So apart from that, I think we're all good to go for announcements. So let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of Winds of Calamity. Welcome back, everybody. We were just having a lovely conversation about how Mark is almost done 100%ing Breath of the Wild like the masochist he is. Specifically for the Koroks. Absolute mad lad. Love you, man. So with that, when last we left our heroes, the group of adventurers known as Scissory's Angels had wound up in the Twilight Realm. They had found that it had been run over by a new ruler, supplanting the old one, Minna the Fourth. And at her right hand was a dark shadow of Scissory, brought about by a fragment that the twins found before coming to the Light World. Turns out that the shadow may have been involved with that of the twin Roba witches. The party defeated the twin Roba witches and eventually came to a town known as Three Streams. And there, they met a group of freedom fighters seeking to reinstate Minna the Fourth and take down this dark shadow of Scissory. They came up with a plan, found blueprints to the castle, as well as blueprints to a strange new contraption that seemed to be a suit of armor that can mechanize weapons, as well as an old ex of Scissory, Zavran, who may have had a hand in almost everything of the twins going to the Light World. The party defeated the noble, captured Zavran, and made their way back to the windmill with the other freedom fighters, leaving a little bit of chaos in their wake. And now we pick up, as everyone is down at the bottom of the windmill. Adek, you were the one carrying Zavran, correct? Or was that Avon?
I think I was.
Scissory was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you just slung over my shoulder.
That's right. Yeah, so Scissory, yeah, you're the one that was carrying Zavran. He still seems to be pretty unconscious at this point, but definitely seems to be stirring ever so slightly. You are currently down in the basement. There are definitely still tables, crates, as well as various chairs around. With that, what do you all do?
We tie him up just to make sure, like, his hands and stuff. If not, I wanted to do that real quick.
I just kind of dump him unceremoniously into a chair if there's a chair there.
Oh yeah, there is. There are a few chairs around. Seems to be a really rickety one off in the corner.
Let's get the ricketiest one.
You know what? Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah. At 12.
You think you find one that seems to be rather rickety. It seems to be almost rather uneven. Like, if you were to put a marble on it, it would slide right off.
Yeah, so uncomfortable. Put him in that one.
Avon knows physics enough. He's going to find a rock and make it even worse just by putting it under one of the legs.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, definitely. So it's the reverse of
Why am I sitting forward?
It's like the reverse of putting a sheet of paper under to balance it. Okay.
He knows which leg not to put it on.
So good.
He definitely would.
And I'm sorry, I was setting up my D&D Beyond. Are we still in that room or are we somewhere else now?
We went to the hideout.
Back in the hideout.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're back in the hideout because you blew up the prototype, rather proof of concept of a device. So it was causing a little bit of explosions out in the basement that may have started a fire toward the main building. But yeah.
Important question. Did we have a slow motion walk away from the explosion?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a good question.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
correct.
absolutely.
Cool.
Not X-Men Origins Wolverine slow-mo. No, we're never doing that. Never go Wolverine.
Awesome.
So you're able to find the chair.
Okay.
You're able to tie him up fairly easily as you have your fellow freedom fighters there with you.
Do you have any windows down here?
No windows. It's all cobblestone.
I don't know how we're supposed to interrogate someone without a window. I know we had 2 interrogators, and when they were done, they just dumped the person out a window. So I don't know. Is that part of the plan?
Okay. We'll see what happens. I don't know if we're gonna like dump. I don't want to dump him anywhere because if he's serving the queen.
Well, I never said it had to be like a lethal fall, but it's just what the interrogators did. They're official spies. So.
Well, that was out of a moving train, so if we dump him out a window and he's like conscious, then he's just gonna walk back to the palace.
I'll go after him.
It just seems like we're giving ourselves an added step.
Or like tie him to the window. I don't know. That's just what I saw. So what's the plan then?
I don't know. I'm just planning on talking to him and seeing what he's thinking. You know, what's in that little pea brain of his? That's what I'm.
Maybe he'll spill his guts to you, Sisri.
Yeah.
All right. So is this like?
That's what I'm hoping.
I'll follow your lead. Whatever you are, I'll be the opposite. So if you're going good cop, I'll go bad cop. If you're,
well, I might switch every 5 seconds. So you willing
I'm with
to keep
you.
up with
You
me?
know,
Okay.
we got the twin ship. I got you.
Attic, do you want to be good cop or bad cop?
I don't know. I'll just be the guy who stands there.
I mean, you can like, use your like how tall you are and how muscly you are to just be like,
Yeah, sure.
I'll
block the door. Make sure he doesn't get out.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. If like he
Gotcha.
looks at you, just like straighten up a little bit and like flex your muscles.
Okay.
Or you could just take out your like cannon and just like shoot something random and make it explode. It's pretty intimidating.
That's also intimidating.
Yes, but keep in mind we are in a enclosed environment. Explosions in an enclosed environment may not be the best.
No.
I mean, yeah, it's contained.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, yeah.
For show, you know.
What if we like tied him upside down to the windmill thing? He just like spins around for a while.
I mean,
Big.
that could work.
I never thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think like Aaron would. I feel like he'd do it.
He
I like
definitely
that,
would
yes.
do it.
Get him or disoriented and dizzy.
Yeah. Be pretty
Wow. That is super uncomfortable. Isn't that like in public though? Aren't we trying to be kind
No,
of
the interior part where
Right.
the guy with the little thing was like there's a spinning part.
Just have him start playing music. You know, I have heard if you play music over and over again, it's a form of psychological torture.
Oh,
There you go. Even worse.
you could bring out the kazoo.
If that is what this requires. Not that I have it with me.
My one recommendation is don't punch him again, because then you've got
Right.
to wait for him to wake back up, and it's going to
Uh-huh.
take forever to get this whole
It's true.
interrogation done.
Yep.
I only have so many heals left as well.
Yeah, no, I'm not planning on knocking him out. I think I can get him to talk.
Are we okay with psychologically intimidating him?
I don't know. You always push the line so much farther than where it is. So, what's your idea?
I don't know what you're talking about. You want answers? Results get you answers.
What? Results get you answers?
Well, yes. If whatever we do results in him giving answers, then it's efficient and is the right move.
Right.
No matter how
I
far you
feel
go.
like we still should have a line we don't cross, but
Yeah,
like
that's what I...
actually harming him.
he just has to believe whatever you're saying. So
Exactly.
you gotta maybe make it not too extreme.
Yeah.
Like believable.
I mean, if his own mind hurts him, that's on him, not me, right?
His
Do you do
own
your
mind.
spell thing again.
I mean, I do have a spell that I think could be.
Is that what you're lining up right now?
Yeah.
What spell?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to call it Phantasmal 20 Scissories interrogating him all at once.
Whoa. Okay, well, let's start slow, okay? Let's start
That's
slow.
what I'm saying. Yeah, if needed.
See what
of course.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe he'll spill his guts, like I said.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
okay. So, maybe if I, cough 3 times That's my signal to you to
All at
bring out
once
the big
or
guns.
separately, because I don't want to do this by accident.
What?
Like if you cough, just happen chance 3 different times in the conversation, or is it like? Like
It's like,
that's-
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unless you can think of a better signal.
That sounds
That
good to me.
Okay.
This just takes so much preparation. I didn't realize how.
We don't have Aaron here to tell us what to
I
do,
know.
so we have to just improvise.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize how much they, had to prepare for this. This is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron did say
Okay.
I could be a spy one day. I'm looking forward to the opportunities.
All right, go for it. I just
All right.
push you forward.
Go team.
So we'll slide a table right up to the chair where he's sitting, and then 2 more chairs on the other side.
A lone lamp we can shine on top of his head.
I was hoping
Like
to
in
find
the
an
movies.
answer. Yep.
For a second there, I thought you were going more Sicario, and I was like, I was like,
I
okay.
don't know that reference.
It's a good movie. It's a rough movie.
Oh.
I'll just cast minor illusion to make it look like I'm holding a spotlight in his eyes.
Fair enough.
Funny.
And recast it every minute if I have to.
Here,
It like
I just
flickers out.
I'll magically tinker a light for you to hold. Actually.
Oh, that's way better. Yes, thank you.
And then it flickers out and then it goes back on when you cast it every minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all just I'm standing there with my arms crossed. And I'm just standing over oh yeah, no, we're sitting, aren't we? Because you have a little table.
Yeah,
I'm standing over him for now.
Do they just wake up? Are we supposed to splash water or?
He's currently there, tied up, kind of slouched over. You do see him twitching ever so slightly, have some slight eye twitches and movement of the head. So he is definitely conscious. Seems to be coming slightly to.
I take an arrow and turn it backwards so the feather side is near his face, and I just start tickling his nose.
Okay.
I like all the looks of what does he do? Oh, okay.
Okay. He kind of ever twitches, just his head goes back and forth. And just to provide a little description again, he has a slender face that almost goes to a slight pointed chin, but a long flowing hair that seems to be that of almost a little bit of fire that definitely goes slightly over the eyes, and just a long coat, a very long coat that goes down to the knees, and he's sitting there, just moves his head back and forth. Eyes open up. Sees you also.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
I believe it's afternoon, but sure.
Chop.
I was telling him, not just go ahead. Shine the light closer in his eyes.
You shut that off. It's rather irritating.
Oh, that is too bad. You don't like that?
Your voice is irritating! Sorry.
He kind of just leans back and just looks at you, just I'm pretty sure I know someone that could come up with a better response than that.
Oh, Zephyrin, hey. We can think of a lot worse things to be happening to you right now than a little light shining in your eyes. So I think you should show some gratitude, if I'm
They're
honest.
holding me back, to be fair.
Okay. Gratitude noted.
You got a lot of explaining to do. A lot.
Do I though?
Based on your swollen face, yes, you do. And that was just one hit. You should see the other people.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
Hey, you don't see them around you, do you?
Well, obviously, I mean, I see some insurgents. Obviously, I'm in some sort of hideout. Regardless,
So, are you ready to answer some questions, or do we have to get a little messy? Because I'm not happy, Zavran. Like, I'm not happy. You might see me smiling right now, but it's not a happy smile.
Do you want like a drink of water? You know, like before we begin. You know, it's like just
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
you're like, oh, okay, she's going bad cop now. Okay. It's a disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
19. 10 and 11. Yeah. I use my persuasion often, but I do got good persuasion.
Yeah. No. I mean.
Yeah, so you seem parched. Here, just you pour some water and pours just a little bit in, like very nicely. We're not trying to be, difficult here, but like she wants answers.
I do.
I think it's pretty clear why I did what I did.
I splashed it in his face. The rest of it.
Fucking gods!
I think he's ready for your first question.
Okay. First of all, Zavran, what were you thinking? Really?
You mentioned how you always hated it here, so I thought I was doing you a bit of a favor by making sure it was no longer there.
Hey, okay, not liking a place is completely different than burning the whole thing to the ground and killing a bunch of people. What kind of person are you?
I didn't think it was gonna go that far. I just thought that they were going to take care of things and that stuff.
I do think the penal code for murder is actually death. So, that could be something of his charges that we're up to. We can probably bring it down, though, if you're working with us and answer her questions.
You're already working with traitors anyway to the crown. I don't care what happens.
The fake crown, or whatever.
Sure.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning, okay? I think that sounds good. So, how did this happen? Let's hear your side of the story.
Were you treated poorly as a kid or so? Oh, after that, probably. Sorry. Yes, what made you betray things?
I didn't betray anybody.
Elaborate.
I didn't betray anybody. All I was doing was trying to show how much I care for you, Sisri. You clearly weren't seeing it, so I had to do something to show that I actually listened to you, unlike other people in the Twilight Realm.
So your big plan was, even though we were done, you thought that it would be a great idea to... What did you do? Why don't you just tell me what you did first before I just spell out just how ridiculous this is?
What I did was to show how I care for you. I listened to you, and what I did was anything I had to show that. That's it.
Okay, but how did it go down, Zavran? That's what I'm asking.
I went off to the Interloper's Palace. Wanted to go a bit of exploring, the kind of things that you and I would do. Found it. And, decided to go exploring through it, and then I came across... Or rather, those witches found me. And before they turned me into one of those dreaded iron knuckles, I struck a deal. that I would... that water's getting down my throat.
Yeah, you don't get any more.
That's so sad.
Oh, wait, is that bad? Do you need more water? Buck's confused at Scissor.
They
give us a little thumbs up, like.
I think if you complete this for every answer fully you give us, I'll give you a sip of water. How is that?
fair enough. They gave us. So I made a deal that you would get sent to the light world. You. He motions his head specifically just towards Scissory. They would help give me the means to make sure that happens, and they take care of the village. And then somehow you would get back here, you would see it, and you would see how much that I actually listen to you, unlike other people, that I actually care.
I splash the water in his face and then offer him up. There's a little left if you're still thirsty, actually. Do you want the rest?
Yes.
Gives him the sip. The rest. That's for trying to murder people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. So, do you know what happened when I was in the light realm, Zavran?
No.
Okay, here, let me tell you. Okay? So whatever happened, that dark Scissory girl, stupid Scissory I was calling her, she was possessing me. And I murdered an entire village all on my own. So I get to live with that for the rest of my life. Thank you very much for doing that for me. That really helps me.
I'll cast Silent Image in the same way that Dark Scissory in that vision went up and attacked Avum. It's like he's seeing it from Avum's perspective of what happened to Scissory.
He watches, and you can, even with your passive insights, you can definitely tell that he is very conflicted. Like, that was not part of the plan type deal. He's like, they just told me that it was a means to get you to the light world. They didn't tell me what it was. So, I fulfilled my end of the bargain, and in a way, they fulfilled theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, witches. You really think they're going to fulfill your deal in the nicest possible way? You're not that stupid.
I mean, they offered amazing power, and I didn't take it. I didn't make any sort of pact with them to offer to grant some portion of their power to me. So, but
Avon just takes out his gun and he starts taking it apart and starts cleaning it on the desk in front of him, just passively.
Yeah. So, yeah, ignorance, fine. But did you know that they were gonna burn the village down? You thought what? That we just make everyone homeless and that would make me happy?
They're resourceful. They could find a new place.
Arson? Glad. You should really get an attorney if you're talking.
I mean, Zavran, if you listened to me, you would know that even though I was annoyed by staying there, the safety of my brother and my family and everyone we know is probably more important to me.
But was it though? I mean, was it?
What do you mean, was it?
With how much you talked about hating it, I mean, it sounded like you really didn't. I know you, Scissory.
Are you a little surprised by how mad I am?
I mean, a little.
Yeah, then you might not know me as well as you think you do, Zavarin.
Maybe you don't know yourself.
Ava just gives a look at Scissory of like, what cop are you being now?
I know, she's... Some of the stuff is like, it looks like it's hitting her too, because she's still conflicted about everything that happened, so... Okay. Zavarin, are you sorry at all? This is a pretty important question. Are you sorry at all?
I mean, I'm sorry all that things happened to you. That wasn't a part of the plan at all.
It's not the question. Are you sorry that you hurt people?
Yeah, like other people besides me.
They had it coming. They didn't understand you nor me. They had it coming.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna put that on the back burner for a second. Saffron. So what happened after?
Well, after the witches rewarded me, and I was given the station that I have right now with the queen.
Yeah, messenger or something. I thought I heard that.
Messenger, check in on everybody. Make sure they're doing those who serve her are doing her bidding.
So a narc.
I prefer it
Traitor.
as an
Special
coward.
nar.
I prefer it as an orderly, as an order maintainer.
Okay. Well, see, here's the thing, Zavarin. That seems a little like, not this, you're always like against the grain, against the man, you know? So like now you're like working for the queen. That just seems so not you.
I mean, to be fair, that's not working for the man, but
Well, it kind of is because she is the man now.
it's kind of the woman, I guess, if you're gonna.
Yeah, but no, what's okay? I'll go in.
Sorry. I'll go and refill the cup and then just put it on the table.
Yeah, he was like, well, maybe I sacrificed a little bit of my ideology to try to make you happy.
Gotcha. You could have asked first before you did this whole weird thing. Did you ever think about that? I mean, like, Sisri, what would you think about if I burned down the whole village? And you know what I would have said? I would have said, don't do that. That's stupid. We could have just gotten over this whole thing. It wouldn't be a whole thing.
I splashed the water in his face. I'm not sure what to say. Just that's my part in this. Fill up the water again.
I just saw your comment, Mark. All the wasted water. He just looks and is, I know what I did.
Can we do it again? Knowing what happened?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh boy, Zavarin, you are not scoring points, let me tell you. So, what was your whole thing with stupid Scissory? Did you talk with her much?
A little, but she didn't return conversation that much.
Rejected by 2 scissories. Ouch.
She was more focused on taking down your parents and trying to take down you.
Yeah, that must have been kind of awkward for you.
I did try to convince her not to, but she was focused on it. It was her obsession.
Interesting. She was saying she was trying to make our life better. So that was weird. So the whole time she wanted to take me down?
I guess. I don't know.
That's what happens when you make a deal with the demon.
So what happened to your family, Zavrin?
Well, I made sure they got out of there. I protected them. They're
That's very
currently
nice.
they're currently living at the palace.
That is great for you. Do you know whose family died?
No.
Ivis's. I mean, come on. The guy didn't do anything to anybody. He was just, like, there being nice to people all the time. You think he deserved that?
Easy answer.
It's easy.
You could definitely tell he is, again, very passive insights, very torn on, do I give the truthful answer or not? He goes,
We already know when you're lying. We already know who you are. Might as well just be truthful. Unless you can't be truthful with yourself.
fine. He still has feelings for you, and yes.
I just splash in his face. Yeah, that's not how you go about being jealous.
Okay, Zavrin, you are like a walking red flag at this point. Do you realize that?
This was not This was not intentional.
Awkward. You thought this was behind the veil of D&D.
Yeah. So for those listening podcast, I'm wearing a red flannel right now. That was not intended.
It's perfect. This is so creepy, Zavrin, and so possessive, and so like you think you know what's best for me when you didn't even bother to ask, and you ruined my life, you ruined my parents' life, you ruined Ivis's life, you ruined Avon's life, you ruined everybody's life. Do you realize that?
Countless more that the queen is going to affect as well. I mean, the false queen. She doesn't even have any right, wasn't elected. She took it. By preying on cowards like you and hiding behind them. That's why we're here.
So then what are you going to do with me?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what you feel like you're willing to rethink.
Doesn't feel bad about anything he did.
Honestly, it's shocking to me that you don't feel bad about anything. Like, you are so deep in denial. It's revolting. So listen to me. I am Scissory talking. The main person that you did this for. I hate it. Don't ever think about doing anything like this again. Do not think this was remotely acceptable. I will always be angry at you. This is horrible, Zavrin. Like, I'm being tame right now with how I feel. Like, I'd probably punch you in the face about like 500 more times if I could.
I can make that happen.
I mean, we could do it, but I feel like kind of waste of time. I honestly, Zavrin, I can make lightning come into my sword and just like, I mean, I killed the other Scissory, by the way. She's dead. So, yay. And the rest is soon to follow. This whole thing you've aligned yourself with. So, you made some bad choices, and I think you should just sit and think about that for a little bit.
That's with the last of the water after she says bad choices. I read that you can train people, like train like a pet this way, so that's what I'm working.
Oh, ooh. No, we
Nope.
he's a person.
I mean, negative reinforcement.
Look, I don't care what you do with me at this point. As far as I can tell or even consider, everything that I have to do is done. More than likely, if this dark version of you is gone, then, well, potentially these freedom fighters. Probably reinstate it, and then my life is probably forfeit to begin with.
Not for us to decide that, though.
The freedom fighters just look, and Key's normally is very cheery and jolly at this. Is clearly disturbed. And he looks. We can keep him here for the time being. Keep him locked away, never be found
until the rightful queen's back in charge. And I look between like the four of them. Do they all look like they wouldn't hurt him?
The others are very unsettled by this as well, but you gather based upon Keys' leadership that if he says not to harm him, they won't.
You are resistance. We're here to put the right people back in power, not be executioners or judges for that matter. So if you're going to keep him here, keep him away from them using him, or we'll take him back to the Light Realm and make sure he is given over to the authorities until the rightful queen is taken in place.
Either one works on our end. We're not here to execute anyone either. We want to keep people on our side.
Right.
And things of that nature will certainly assist. And no doubt people will want to see him be put on trial properly for the things that he's done. So...
And I think after a few more like flasks of water, he'll probably be like very helpful to just listen to whatever you guys want him to do, really.
So
shouldn't take more than 12 more hours of this training.
More than likely. But if there's one thing that I do know is that as far as taking care of that and making sure that the rightful ruler is put into place, it is something that we can take care of at this point. We have the schematics, the plans.
True.
So your part in this story can be done. You've done everything on your end, and we can get you back to the light world as soon as possible.
You think you're capable of pushing Viren out of the castle?
We'll send her back to the light world and let you have her fun, and isolate so she can be isolated away from here, and you can have your own fun.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what ends up happening, we'll take care of it. Because we're pretty capable of doing that. Just look at Sabrin.
He's not even making eye contact at this point. I think...
I do silent image and make the light start flickering in his eyes a little bit.
He looks at he looks at Zavran and back to you all. Well, potentially going back to bring into the light realm to be separated could be useful. I think a better punishment would be to stay here separated from you, Cizri. To be separated from you, Cizri.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you all think differently.
This is a joke. She doesn't say this. All I can think is, I don't know, guys. I think I can fix them. Just kidding.
So bad. So bad.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, so
just turns and sprays water in your face instead.
Shut up, Cesar. You idiot.
No.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely don't want to reward atrocious behavior. So yeah, I'm okay with you guys keeping him here. Idea, when the time comes to figure out what's going on with him, I think the remaining members of my town should probably figure out what's, have a say. Severin, what does your family think of this? They cool with everything?
They've disowned me.
You still don't regret it.
I never cared for them anyways.
Okay.
I'm out of water. That's a him problem.
Okay. So... Alright. Do you have anything, that the Queen talked to you about, or anything that would be useful?
The only thing that I know is that Midna the Fourth is still alive. She is located in the dungeons, chained to where she can't use her magic or be spied on or anything like that. Preventative measures. So, beyond
Good to know.
that, that is all I know.
Yeah, someone like you just was being used anyway. I doubt they trusted you with anything important.
I wanted to see if he was lying, though. If I could roll an insight or
Yeah,
something.
go ahead and make an insight check.
Can I aid her, or do I have to just do my own?
I'd say insight is definitely something I think it
Like on your own?
on your own.
21.
20. Okay.
20.
20. Seems to be fairly straightforward. Like his morale for resisting is pretty much at a full on 0, if not lower.
He seems like the type that would just cave to whoever is, like,
Yeah.
the most powerful at the moment. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you ever hear of crap, I forgot the main bad guy's name.
Vati?
Fonty, it's been so long
Fonty,
since we had to deal with him. It's only been Dark Sistery for a while.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Vati at all? Heard that name?
He wordlessly shakes his head no.
Okay. Alright. Well, anything else we need to say? Any other questions? Attic, can you think of anything? Especially if you had anything about the witches.
I don't think he knows much about them.
True.
You have closure
For
for this part,
I-
at least?
got answers, I guess.
Yeah. I wanted to use my spell, but it seems unnecessary at this point. It just seems cruel.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Zavrin, you really need to rethink your definition of caring about someone. I'm just gonna leave you with that. Think about that really hard. Okay? Now, like, pat his cheek.
He doesn't make eye contact. His eyes are basically fixed on the floor.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right.
Well, friends, it is getting late. Once again, thank you for your help. I think you all have earned a little bit of rest, so take the rest that you need, prepare, and then when you want to come back, ready to head back to the light worlds, let us know, and we'll do what we can to get you there. Just as a reminder, we have no idea where it's gonna go.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
We'll figure that out.
Thanks for your help.
Of course. I'll see you out.
As they're kind of starting to go out, I put the pistol back together and kind of put it in the holster and kind of move the thing away. But he goes right into Zavern's face and makes him look right at him. And just deadpan eyes. If you ever hurt my sister using your narcissism as a cover for your love, worse things will happen. And he just backhands him as hard as he can.
He takes it as the hair goes flying.
Just turns and leaves. Doesn't even care what he has to say.
Yeah, he doesn't even say anything.
All right.
As you all make your way out, as just outside the windmill, Kiza kind of turns and looks to you all and says, well, I think you all deserve a little bit of sleep after that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Scissory.
You know, you date some weird ones, I guess. I don't really know what to say. I don't know if I didn't break up with him enough originally to make, I don't know.
I did forget to give him a fruit basket, so I apologize.
Ah, that must have been what did it. You know, that is probably the thing.
Well, the other one didn't try and murder a village, and they got a fruit basket. So.
There we go. I think we found the solution. I don't mean to make light of this situation, Scissory. I'm just trying to lift some sort of mood.
Oh, I know. I'll probably laugh about it tomorrow. It's just weird hearing it tonight.
Are you comfortable staying here? Queen might still come after us. I mean, I guess she can still get us in Lightroom, too.
I'm comfortable staying anywhere, Avon. You should know that about me.
Sorry, I was talking to the other two.
Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and leave you all. You
can stay. I was just not talking to you in this directive manner. But again, you're more than happy to hang out. If I'm not, trust you would know if I was trying to kick you away.
Exactly. No, I'll actually go ahead, make my way back down. You will go ahead and make your way to the Golden Sculpture and take a little bit of rest.
Yeah. Thank you for your help, Kiza.
Thank you.
You did great.
And thank you. And he turns
again, I was actually curious for you two. Yeah, did you guys want to stay here the night or just go?
I want to head on down to that Arcane Forge.
Sounds like a plan then. Everyone's earned a night.
Yeah. We need to probably wrap things up with parents or whatever before we go back. So, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Perfect. So, you all make your way through the streets. The streets are basically a lot more dead and quiet at this point. One, due to the time of night, but also because of the chaos of earlier. People seem to be staying more in their houses, though there are still occasional people walking to and fro within the streets, just seem to be hustling to where they need to get to a little bit faster. So, but you're eventually able to make it to the tavern. It is a lot more quiet than when you arrived the night prior. It seems that people are talking more in hushed tones. Not as jovial as the night prior, but still general conversation is happening. So, and you see Vera behind the the counter. Again, drinks are flying along with various foods to their destinations. So what do you all do?
You guys need me, or can I go ask Vera if I can use the forge?
Go for it.
Good.
You guys okay?
You can go. It's okay.
I got her.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, you seem excited. You seem excited. You can go. It's fine. Yeah.
Just processing, that's all.
Part of me is getting the feeling like I shouldn't go, but I don't know if that's the right instinct or not.
Oh, for sure. Take your time, enjoy your forge, and
Yeah.
I'll hang out with Scissor.
I'm just, it's a weird conversation. I'm just gonna but you don't need to hover around me. It's fine. You can go.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, this isn't a weird trap. You can go.
Yeah, this isn't like we mean something that we're not saying.
Yeah.
This is like the scene in what is it? Ocarina of Time where Link just like slowly backs up from Sorry.
Oh, that's
He runs
right.
away. That's my favorite scene.
It's so awkward. It's like, here's the ocarina I like to use as a kid.
Yeah.
The game grumps when they play that scene is absolutely hilarious.
So good.
Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
so
Yeah, I'll head over to Vera, or whatever.
Vera, yeah, she looks like, oh, hey, darling, how you doing?
Hey, I just was curious if you'd allow me to use your forge maybe for a little bit more tonight, since we're in town for an evening.
Oh, absolutely, darling. It doesn't get used all too often. You're more than welcome to be able to do it, especially after teaching those little bit of tricks you hear.
Dopers.
Oh, yes, you did use that before. I was trying to remember why I heard that. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a trick to really get the artificer mind going. Say that a lot. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's duly noted there, noted there, darling. So
I'll head on down. Thanks.
perfect. All right. You know exactly where it is. And 1 second, one of these servants is it's that table over there. Yes, that one. And you just see it make a little bit of course correction. So with that, which project are you working on now, Attic?
So, out of curiosity, being level 10 now.
Oh no.
my common and uncommon things are a quarter of the time.
Right.
So I'm curious if I wanted to work on potentially the DC upgrading thing that we got from the Dodongo. There's that crystal that we got for spell DC. To use that to create something with that, and potentially put the those bracers into Scrappy's build.
Okay. So
would that be something that would be doable?
Depends upon the checks, and but knowing you, probably yes. So we'll go ahead. Which one do you want to do first? We'll say.
Does either one of them require the Arcane Forge to be able to do?
Both of them, I would say, since you're infusing something specifically into an item, yes, both of them require the Arcane Forge, specifically, especially with the armor into Braces of Armory or Defense. Braces of Armor is Pathfinder. Braces of Defense is 5th edition. I keep doing that.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and both of them require the Arcane Forge, yes.
Okay. I think I'll start with the spell DC one.
Okay.
And then I would go to Scrappy if I had time still.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a tinkering check for me.
All right. Double proficiency plus intelligence. 27.
Yeah. So this will still take you a couple of hours. Are you making it into like a necklace? What are you making it? How does it look specifically? I should say. Or infusing it into another item. I should.
I'm thinking I might make it into That's a tough one. Give me a second.
You're
I
fine.
need to think about this for a second.
You're fine. Would that be okay then? We jump over to Avum and Scissory for a little bit while you think about that?
That's
Perfect.
totally fine.
So that'll probably give you enough time to think even how Scrappy looks and stuff like that too. So with that, we'll go ahead. Avum and Scissory, you see a deck, go talk to Vera, make his way down. What do you two do?
I think Scissory looks almost a little like she has so many thoughts in her head that like she's not really even going anywhere. She's kind of standing there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you want to stay inside, or do you want to go somewhere more quiet?
I'm gonna go on the roof.
Oh, all right. It's always my favorite place to go. And I'll just go up and grab like a hot tea, like a hot water for tea or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's more than easy to do there, darling. 1 second. All right. Here's a little kettle for some tea. Go ahead and bring it back here, or otherwise I will charge you.
Oh, absolutely not. No, you're not. Trust me, not going to pay more than I need to.
There you go.
Thank you very much. I'll head back outside. All right, Scissor.
We want to climb on the roof.
All right. I would say go ahead and make athletics checks.
I take out the hook shot. I just use that.
Easy enough. Like, this is an easy shot.
Oh, I rolled an 11, but from my angle, it looked like I rolled a 1, and I was like, oh my gosh. But no, I got 12.
Right, yeah. The bricks are rather uneven, especially with a lot of the windows and ledges, so it's fairly easy to scale it. This is not, especially with how often you've climbed things, you know exactly where to go. So you're easy to do that, and you just see suddenly a chain just go whizzing right past you as it collides, and then it goes, you just see Avum just basically going flying right past you. Like there's a bit of
Avum, are you holding the tea like in a tray like this with one hand?
He's just like holding it.
He is Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mary Poppins.
So
Yay!
Perfect. And with that goes, and you both are on the roof. As you're looking, you do see a little bit of the fire from the building off in the distance, but it does seem to be being put out right about now, or at least getting close to that.
Yeah, I like settle in on the roof.
Yeah, everyone just kind of takes like one of the little, their like sleeping pads and just like puts it there to sit on, and I'll, like put the kettle between and take out some of the tea, and he's just kind of cleaning up notes and doing stuff like that, and he's just staying quiet. So it's one of those things of like he's letting Scissor know he's here, but he's kind of just waiting for her to say something if she wants, and
Yeah.
have to. He's not pressing the matter, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like dropping little pebbles or whatever. There's like, you know how there's something that's like stuff on the roofs. Like I'm just like dropping things off the roof, like for a couple minutes in silence, like drinking my tea. But eventually I just kind of go, so I am trying to figure out how diluted he was versus how much I was saying that he played off of. But like I was saying it.
I think at the end of the day, you got to realize that's who he is. He's narcissistic. He has his own faults, his own things he's wrestling with himself. You can't blame yourself or even judge how he interacts based on what you say. We know he's in the wrong. We know he did nothing to cause this. I think he would squirm to make himself sound as best as he could to anybody. The Queen, us, Ibis.
How could he say that about him? I cannot believe that.
Jealous narcissist.
It's insane. Like, I didn't know people could be like that. That's insane.
Yeah, I've read about people like that, but I've never really met someone that bad.
Like, you have Vati, you know, but like, he's obviously like, hello, I'm the bad person. And like, he's probably adopted that a long time ago, you know? So you're just kind of like, yeah, you suck. But like, you know, I mean, for...
Some people like to see the world burn. Some people don't realize they're making the world burn.
Yeah, I guess. Just like, we dated and I thought he was fun. Like, I mean, he was so
It's like
clingy.
I'm writing that down.
That was a good line. Holy crap.
I mean, we dated and like, he was clingy. Yeah, like, so clingy. But like, I thought he was nice. And like, when we broke up, I thought it was like, you know, he was sad, but I figured he'd get over it. Like, I don't know. Like, it's so hard to tell. Like, I know you guys are like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. But like, I don't know what part is my fault. Like, I almost feel like it was wrong of me to even have feelings about not liking being there because it did all of this. And like, stupid Scissor's dead. That's great. But.
Right, but never once did you want anybody to be harmed. Just because you had goals and you felt stuck. That's different. Did Nyx or Kiza or Lesh or Ibis, yes, I had to look up the document to read all those. Did any of them hurt other people because of that?
No. I mean, I hurt Ibis's feelings for sure. But, I mean, I don't...
Yeah.
But that was it.
It's life. Things happen. You get disappointed, you get rejected, but Sauron obviously made up all this stuff in his head or made himself believe that you'd be happy with him doing all this. That's on him. That's not anything you could do.
Yeah.
And even Dark Scissory, like I know just because the thoughts were the same, that doesn't mean that was you and what you wanted. So what I was trying to say is you're taking the most dark, evil construct and warping a single thought into violence and all that. It has nothing to do with you. You didn't cause that to happen or create that. I know you more than anybody else does. I'm your twin.
You do.
You didn't cause any of this. I would tell you if you did and not let you get over it.
Are you sure you can't think of like a couple things I could have done differently?
As far as creating a demon thing, no.
Yeah.
I mean, could our family get better at communicating? And or what we want? Sure, everyone can, but it's different.
Yeah.
Could I have been more open to realizing all this? Yeah. I think I'm starting to realize a lot of things I was blind to.
Oh, wait, are you, like, what?
Yeah, this is all about you, it's not about me.
No, give me a distraction. All I can think of is how creepy he
You're
was.
just gonna start joking me again. Every time I bring this up, you just start joking
It
me.
makes me feel better.
Ugh.
I'm so sad.
Well, that's life can be more than just our store and perfecting that. I was all worried about not making a mistake, whether it be with potions or taking care of the store for mom and dad. Because I could control that. I could control the variables and make sure nothing or no one was hurt because of it. But if anything, I was holding you back. I was holding myself back. I wasn't opening my eyes to possibilities of other realms or new places or new things that I could accomplish that I want, or new people that I get to now meet. I'm excited about seeing what could happen.
You in the arm.
What was that for? Just the tea falls out of his hand.
Why would I tease you about that? That was the best answer I've ever heard. And then, like, you could see, like, little tears in her eyes, like, with the corner.
Well, the second I say I have a crush on Demi, you start joking me. So I figured I'd
have to
answer it in a better way to make you
good answer.
Just like everyone looking around him too, Twilight.
You know, like, there's absolutely there are people who walk by and just hear, and
someone just walked in with a hot tea that fell on them. Like,
some like splashed out of the corner and scissors. Like, I was like,
exactly.
That's them trying to move Zavaran. Zavaran gets splashed again by tea.
It just goes yeeted across 3 streams and just somehow winds up hitting him. Like, breaks all laws of physics.
Oh my gosh.
No, Avum! That's what I wanted you to realize the whole time!
And I did.
That's what I wanted you to realize the whole time.
I'm trying to tell you. You teaching me all of this, and yes, maybe in a very reckless, and we could have done it in a much better way.
I don't know how.
We could have had a better way of doing this.
Okay, yeah, okay, I know. I just
Right.
wanted anyway. Yeah.
We didn't need evil Scissory and Body to have caused all this.
I know. I was trying to forget that. The other stuff was fun. Like, up until everything blew up. You know, that part was fun.
So was me stealing proprietary potion liquid fun?
Oh, no. Okay, fine.
Count?
Yeah, okay, fine. There's fun parts, though.
But yes, I have surprisingly enjoyed stepping out of my comfort zone more than I thought. Even when sometimes we get hurt doing it. We've learned from it and grown stronger because of it. And that's something I began to forget back in growing up, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we got hurt. We're here to make it better. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with stupid Scissory gone, that's gonna help a lot.
People now have a chance to rise back up. Viren, like every other coward, will run back to Vati. We'll take all 3 of them down.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I think I will be. I mean, I'm glad she's gone. Like, that was really stressing me out. Especially because she wanted to hurt Mom and Dad and all that.
You want to hear something pathetic and maybe make you feel a little better?
Sure.
I was a little jealous. I wish I had a Shadow Avum to fight. I mean, come on, man.
What?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Just you? I mean, like, I was like, I should have one too. I should, a super intellectual guy coming after me or something like that.
Oh, did you want attention?
I didn't want him to, like, hurt anybody, but
yeah,
it's
like you could.
There was a little bit of that
me.
twin jealousy going on of like, oh,
yeah,
not her again, you know.
Oh, do you want a lot of attention?
Did you still have the few shadow? Maybe we can start over.
Oh, too soon. Too soon. I was just gonna say I'll just make everyone pay attention to you every single conversation we have for the next month or something.
No, stop
then
it.
You'll get so much attention.
It's just looks pained. It's like, that's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, but I'll be okay. I think today was just really, really emotional, and I had no idea Zavran was that creepy. Really making me question my taste and dating.
I figured. And that's what I wanted, to make sure you knew that that wasn't on you. You can still trust your insight, your gut feeling. You've been right up to now on everybody else. And he was fine at the time. He's the one that decided to go off all crazy because he couldn't have you.
Yeah. Oh, if I ever do that, like if someone breaks up with me and then I get all psycho, you'll just like slap me across the face.
Sure. That's exactly what I'll do. It'll probably be a phantasmal force of Scissories hitting you with smite, lightning, swords, but sure.
That works. It'll be loud and clear to me.
Cool.
Okay.
Agreed. He puts out his hand. if you ever go evil.
Are you ready to leave?
The Twilight Realm?
Yeah. Like, are you okay?
Yes.
Like, pat your shoulders.
Thanks. Yes, actually, I've been wanting to leave the second I got here.
Mm-hmm.
Stop joking me.
Well, I
Part of the
didn't say anything.
reason.
I just said, mm-hmm. That's all I said.
Part of the reason is being away from someone I realized that I don't want to be apart from.
Zelda? I know.
I know, she's just the best, isn't she?
I know. You'll be reunited. Oh, actually, what happened with her? Maybe I should be joking about that. I don't know. Something might be off.
Too soon.
Too soon! All these jokes are too soon, Ava.
Yeah, it's maybe
We do have the shadow type humor, I guess.
Yeah, it's maybe been like 10 days. You've been here for about a week and a half, give or take.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure she's fine.
Okay. But yeah, alright. So we're good. Okay.
I've been wanting to finish what we started in the Light Realm. Being sent here feels more like a detour than a part of it, you know?
Yeah, it does. Like, I'm glad we got to take care of it. But
I mean, we literally just chose to become champions and then got sent right back home, you know? That sucked.
yeah. But, I mean, I guess better than Scissory doing more damage. Or other Scissory, whatever.
I know you've been making fun of me this whole time, though. But is it silly of me? Like, is this just a silly crush that I have? Should I just not even engage it?
Most crushes are silly, so.
I mean, yeah, watching you in a deck, it's, like, insane.
I'm trying to back off on that. I don't know if he likes me.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to, like...
Yeah, you both have this, like, I think I like you, but I kind of don't at the same time vibe going on. It's really weird to, like, insight you guys and know what's going on, but...
I'm just not giving him pressure, and, if he decides not to, that's totally fine. If he decides he likes me, great. Just trying to be chill about it.
That's smart. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah. But, I mean, with Demi, I don't know. I mean, you just met her, so... I guess... Be careful. Yeah, because she might be a psycho.
She could. She could be a narcissistic psycho. We don't know that.
Yeah,
we might have to take her down. That is true.
Yeah. So, just like...
One of her echo bards would be terrifying.
Yeah,
right,
so...
That is true. My guard is back up. There's no flirting, nothing happening now.
Well, you can flirt a little bit. But, okay. I mean, like, baby steps, not like, oh, Demi, I couldn't breathe without you around. Like, you talk to me, don't say that. Like, that is too fast.
You ever say that to someone?
My man. No!
Did everyone ever say that to you?
Yes, it's
I feel
creepy.
Like that's a Kiza poem or something.
It's a Kiza poem, a Zavran poem. Yeah, it's I had a song sung to me once. I had to sit there with a straight face. It was rough. So,
Well, like, not just a verse, but like the whole song.
this whole song, I sat there for 3.5, 4 minutes.
See, that's why I'm
Just
so
don't
glad
do
I
any of
have
that.
a verse, and now I can just be like, stop. Just stop. One verse is enough.
So, just baby steps. That's all my only advice for you, Abram. Just take little baby steps. See what happens. I'll tell you if you're coming on too strong
All right.
or not enough.
So is that what you call yours? Is baby steps? Is like little week-long things?
No.
Is that you just
I just
cannonballing?
wanted to have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, just like, let's see what happens. Which you could try that too, but if she means that much to you, maybe you should do baby steps first. That's because that's what I'm doing with Attic.
Let's see. So he means a lot to you then, huh?
Yeah, I care about him.
Oh. Alright.
But that's what I'm
Well,
trying to do, baby.
It's not as fun to joke you about it. You don't get all flustered over
Yeah,
it.
I'm really confident. It's fine. Whatever
Yeah.
happens is cool.
Frustrating.
It's really fun to tease you.
Still 2 years older than you. It starts to get up.
Perfect.
But he'll turn and I'm proud of you, Scissor. I'm gonna go and give you a
Proud
hug.
of you. Yeah, okay.
And then he's gonna rewind time so he can give you another hug. Because he likes that moment.
Let's experience it again.
She's not joking me.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
yeah. You all have this conversation. All right, and then jumping back to a deck. So, the item, specifically going back to the DC item, what did you decide it was going to be in, look like?
So I'm going to start making a locket. I'm gonna take the crystal and kind of hollow out the center of it a little bit, then shape it with some ancient part wiring to kind of hold it together. And I'm going to shape it generally into like the body is going to be kind of the Gerudo symbol shaped.
Okay.
Some pieces to kind of shape that. And I'm going to affix on top of it a Sheikah eye. And then it opens up, and on the inside, I'm going to put on the left side, I'm going to make a little wire clock and a raised sword. And on the right side, I'm going to put a lyre and a bow and arrow on that side. And when it's done, I want it to glow kind of that Sheikah champion blue slightly with the crystal.
Perfect. I had a feeling the entire time as I would look over, I just see you looking up stuff. I was like, this man's doing. This man is like furiously researching here. But that's awesome. Yeah. So with that 27, you would for sure be able to make all those designs and how it looks. I will say, just because it does increase a spell DC, it will require attunement to make it work. Just because it increases a spell save DC. But you are successfully able to make it. It looks exactly as you described. It does. What would have taken you all night probably takes you closer to about 3 to 4 hours to make. But it will spend the rest of the night cooling to make sure that it can be indeed worn. So the other one was infusing Scrappy with the bracers of defense. Not bracers of armor. So with that, go ahead and make another tinkering check.
All right. That's one better. So is that 28 then?
Yeah, you take the kind of slightly broken body of Scrappy from when you first arrived in the Twilight Realm. You take it and just break pieces apart of the armor and just kind of like infuse it into his like exoskeleton with that 28 to where it's seamlessly intertwined to where it effectively acts as like if he would have an attunement slot, he would have it. But I know artificers have a very specific description with it. So, you are definitely able to do that. I will say this will probably again take you most of the night, so I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure thing. 17.
All right, you are able to avoid a level of exhaustion because this will take you pretty much the whole night to do both of these projects.
Okay.
But so you don't get the benefits. You don't gain the benefits of a long rest, but you do gain those two elements without exhaustion. Is there anything else you do that evening, or I'm assuming it's pretty much just that?
If I have time, I'll just make a simple box to put the locket in once it's done. Just like it's a nice looking box, but simple.
Absolutely. That honestly, it's not difficult to make something like that. So especially with your skill, you'd easily be able to make it. And with the various parts around it, Vera does come down, kind of greets you, and then goes to sleep like she did the night prior. So you are able to do that. And you have the little locket. You make all these things. The twins have their little night. I'm assuming you both are staying up on the roof that night.
We got to sleep. Probably just like chilling for a little bit, and then we would probably go back to our room.
All right. So
okay, we're not sleeping on the roof.
Yeah, okay, you never know. You do go to have rest for the night, and with that, that's where we're going to go ahead and take a break for the night. So
Avon's going to send a message. You want me to do that before or after the break?
We'll go ahead and do that after the break, since we are approaching about 8:35. So we'll go ahead and do that after the break. Gives you a little time to think. So with that, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everybody. So stay tuned for part 2 as we continue to wrap up this portion of the Twilight Realm arc. Stay tuned. And welcome back, everybody, to the second half of Winds of Calamity. Once again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We are so glad to have you all here. You all are absolutely amazing. With that, we're going to go ahead and dive into the second half of this episode as the party has just gotten done speaking with a delusional and narcissistic ex. And we'll go ahead and, as Sizri and Abram have been having discussions, as well as Adek been playing around with his toys and making new stuff. We'll pick up as the twins head into their room for the evening. Adek is seemingly nowhere in sight, but you all have a general idea of where he is based upon past discussions. So, with that, Abram, you said that you wanted to do a little bit of a message.
So, the plan, we're thinking about heading out tomorrow? Is that coming from on Paul?
Yeah. I would assume, unless we have something else. Is Attic here with us, you said?
No, he's down in
no?
the forge.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't quite sure. Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow's fine.
Okay. I'll just let her know. That way, try to meet up. And he'll...
Remember, don't be awkward.
Oh, of course not. Confidence. Why would I ever be awkward? Never.
Never.
Spins his clock. And you start seeing like the gears start creating out and kind of like a sheet again to be able to take the message. Doc Sizri is defeated. The people are going to revolt on Viren. Heading back to Light Realm to random place tomorrow. We'll message on arrival. Miss you, but miss is the only word that goes there. You got in my head. I'm sorry.
Oh no, what'd you say?
Well, you could hear everything he's saying.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was just in your head.
No, it was
Okay,
like,
you said
the
miss
way I
you.
picture is just kind of like just putting it up. And, well, I ran out of... I miscounted, so just miss. The end.
Oh, she probably thinks you're gonna say like Miss Demi or something, like a fun little title. I'm just kidding. I don't know what she thinks.
Yeah, okay. Not your best joke.
You know, I'm a little frazzled.
It is a little, yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Just a little
I'm
bit.
having a rough night. I'm allowed to get a pity laugh today. Thank you.
I'm just straight man face afterwards.
So, currently there's, excuse me, you seem to be waiting for a little bit of a response, but you can definitely tell that the message did indeed go through and managed to connect between planes. So you do know that there was a receiving end.
Cool.
So we'll go ahead and wait on that. So with that, you then hear come and say, "Oh, you don't hear him. Great job! Can't wait to hear about it. Been training and recovering. I'll be ready to teleport close. Miss you too." And she seems rather tired but happy.
Still got to figure out the time zone differences between realms. We'll have to study that later.
She good to go?
Sounds like it.
Good.
So she's ready to teleport wherever it needs.
Should do a different hairstyle.
If what?
Should do a different hairstyle for when you see her.
Me?
Yeah, like really slicked back. We could shave your head.
I mean, it's like two options. It's like cut or not cut, really.
You can just shave your head and whole new look, whole new you. How do you think?
No, because then I'd have to wear the hat when things get colder again, and then just, I don't know. Then to have a dry scalp would just be annoying.
Okay. I mean, she said that she liked bald guys before, so like shaved heads.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, inside check. Jerk.
Yeah, inside check. I'm trying to remember this too. Did she say that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I was genuinely like, trying to
25.
Let's see. I think you probably won. Yeah, I got a 19. You can see like there's just a little like tilt in her mouth, like it just keeps twitching up.
He just goes, ha. And then deadpan again.
So close.
Worth a try. Almost had me.
So do we want to tell Mom and Dad anything? I mean, we probably should tell them something.
I don't think we should disappear for the second time.
Right. So, do you want to do that tonight or tomorrow?
Use Shadow either?
I don't know what to do with that thing. I have no idea.
I guess still hold on to it while Viren's out there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I did keep it secret from that one girl that was on Magical. I don't remember her name. But apparently she was the one that modified memoried us, too. She's the one that helped us with the egg.
Right.
But, I mean, she knows a lot, so maybe she'd know what to do with it.
Oh, Lana.
You were close.
That was very close. It's an intelligence check right there. That was pretty messed up that she did that. But understandable why.
I mean, she definitely owes us an explanation, but she might know what to do with this thing.
Fair.
I don't know who else would know.
Also, Midna, once they free the queen, maybe they can ask something about it. Send us a message.
True.
Anybody
Actually,
else
that's a really good idea.
Would know more about it. I mean, I believe, if my memory serves well, I believe the royalty, at least maybe not this generation, was part about putting it away the last time. So.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll tell Keiza to like pass along. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. If we just gotta hold on to this thing till we, finish it, and I can just give it to her or something, that's fine.
I am working on an idea of, so I've been able to work backwards of time, and now I've been able to, attack easier by choosing. I don't know if I've ever told you that. When I attack certain times, I have see 3 different paths on what to take, and sometimes I can attack easier. So I've been fighting a little better lately. Actually.
Oh my gosh, that sounds trippy. How you not just fall over? Dizziness.
Confidence.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, keep going.
I mean, I did miss a few times with that, but and so I'm gonna try and use that on an enemy now as a project of to confuse them on hitting me. I think it might work.
Okay.
But I've been trying an idea of if I can manipulate time, can I manipulate an object through time? So maybe if I can learn how to get rid of other things, maybe we can just get rid of the shadow thing altogether.
Oh.
If needed. Or even dark things like that book or something,
Sure. That would be cool.
I'm going to study that because I'm not just going to recklessly throw something into time and space and hope that no one worth gets it, but, just a thought.
You should do it just for body in general.
I've been thinking about it.
It's kind of ironic because when Attic suggested that, you were like, it doesn't work that way.
No. What I understood was that he was suggesting that I rewind time all the way back to when Vati started this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I have that kind of power. Outside, he was bringing the Triforce back together and wishing that.
Just confidence, maybe.
I will return time to the beginning of time.
There we go. Attaboy.
And control everything in between, like the puppet and evil master I am.
Oh, well.
It's too much confidence.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you want to go talk to Mom and Dad?
That's my villain turn, if I ever wanted it. Yeah, let's go talk to Mom and Dad.
All right. So while you're doing that, Attic, is there anything that you're doing outside of just making these items, or is that all you're going to be doing?
I mean, this is all the same night, right? So,
this is all the same night. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure, man.
Yeah, I think I'm just working straight through.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So
you're good.
Perfect.
Do you want us to wait till we rest and we do it in the morning, then you can be involved, Mark? Because I don't mind doing that. I don't want you to sit there the whole time.
I'm good. I made my bed. I'll sleep in it.
Well, or lack of sleep with the deck. All right. So, you do know where your mom and dad mom and dad's room is, and you go knock on it. Just eventually, the door just slightly open, and in it is standing Ibis, and he looks. You're back. You're back. Did everything go all right?
Yeah.
This would be a really bad time to pull a prank one. Yeah, no, everything's fine. Everything's good.
Okay, I won't.
Really tempted to turn into a dark Ava right there, but yeah. See, I'm learning. It's too far.
Yes. I won't press any further, but I'm glad you both are okay. So.
Well, you could stay because we have some updates.
Oh, that I was gonna stay for, but I wasn't gonna press any further as to regarding what happened. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
We're gonna tell you. We're gonna tell parents anyway, so
Okay,
you can hang out. You'll get some info.
Great. He nods and he goes and he sits. The parents are definitely in the room and they're looking. They're both seem to be. Your mom definitely seems to be reading while your dad seems to be tinkering on something. Ibis just goes and sits down a little bit, kind of lounges, rests his head on a pillow. It's clear that's where he's been sleeping pretty much most nights. So.
Stupid Scissory is gone.
Oh, well, that is it. That's excellent.
Yep. So hopefully that means that you guys don't have to be running for your lives all the time.
That is excellent to hear. I think we'll probably still stick around here for the meantime.
It's not a bad place to stay. Especially with Kiza and some of the others kind of seeming to have a pretty good grip on the town. Probably a safer town to be in than most, I'd say.
Well, that is certainly great news. Is there anything else that you wish to tell us, or you have that look in your eyes?
No. Part of with dangerous Scissory or Dizzery, as some of us coin her, being gone.
One of us would call her, yeah.
A few others actually got behind it as well. There is a little bit more of a resistance now to hopefully free Minna and bring her back to her throne. So Ibis, I don't know if you ever feel any desire to join that, or just tell the others like Nyx to give other people a chance to fight back for what they've lost. It looks like that's going to be happening soon. Hopefully Viren will be pushed back to the Light Realm, and that's where we'll get back involved.
I'll see if I can inform Nyx, especially Nyx and even a few of the others to see what they'd be willing to fight. I imagine Nyx would. Myself, I made a promise to watch over your parents, and I plan to see that through. I'm usually not one for fighting.
That's why we stopped you in the first place.
Well, you did a good job, though, but yeah. I understand why you'd want to stay.
I may do a good job at it, but doesn't necessarily mean I enjoy it.
I can understand that.
But that is good to know. We'll keep an eye out for it and help with defenses.
Yeah. That would be good. So, I don't think anything will happen with this, but just, remember Zavran?
They all nod.
Like, we know him. Sorry, that's my alarm. Yeah, he's pretty well taken care of right now, but if he is ever, like, slimy enough to, like, get free somehow, like, just when you see him, just knock him out and drag him right back to Kiza.
It only takes one punch, actually.
It takes one punch.
Well, I can easily do that. No problem.
It'd be great. I almost hope it happens.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind knocking him around a little bit.
Yeah, he's a weasel. So also, we are headed back to the Light Realm tomorrow. So...
As you see that, Ivis has a little bit of a smile to that, almost like an expected, like
Bailey knew it was coming.
he knew it was coming, but there's also a sense of like content and also just like general like happiness. So with that, and not Alna, your mother, definitely has like, I'm good. I'm glad.
Insight. 20.
She's trying.
That's all that matters.
She's doing what she can to let go, but it's hard.
Yeah.
So
that scissory detective Batman insight with that.
Yeah.
Is that the coffee mug you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Where are the other drugs going?
Swear to me that you're happy.
Swear to me. Navru, your father, seems to continue to tinker away, not really taking a look at it. Just stay safe.
Yeah, we can't promise that.
I know.
But we'll do our best.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, we're hoping that going back there and fixing some of the things we left behind will mean that everything is better after this. I mean, everything that happened here is a carryover from what was happening over there. So if we don't stop it, it just is going to keep happening.
Our realm is just as much as a threat the light realm is.
Yes. I know. Again, just try to stay safe as best as you can.
We will. I mean, if we could get rid of stupid Scissory, I think that
Dangerous Scissory, yes.
Or whatever you like calling her more, I think we'll be okay.
Well, I'm assuming then you'll be off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, it was good to see you for the time that you were here.
It's not goodbye forever. Definitely going to be visiting and coming back.
I know.
And Avon kind of flips through his books. Actually had an idea of sorts, and he takes out kind of a folded page and hands it to his dad. Just in case you wanted something to maybe rebuild around. I had an idea for a new form of the store. That could be a bit of a house as well, but I would like to look into a way of making half of our store in the Twilight Realm and the other half be in the Light Realm. Double the business.
That'd be an awesome store.
A chain is what you're talking about.
No. One store. Half in both realms.
Well, I don't know anyone that's able to make teleportations like that, but I imagine with your connections, you probably know someone who could.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
You're always the one with You're always the one with the ideas, Avery.
I had the idea long before. Don't worry.
So.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh that loud. I didn't expect to read that comment.
Just Mark and I constantly going back and forth over different ideas and builds, and who can get it first.
No worries.
You guys do run in the same circles
We really do.
a lot with your ideas.
What?
It's really funny, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like
Love
there have been a few plot points I've looked at and went like, okay, like
Just what I was planning.
yeah. So he looks and goes, I like this idea, Evan.
I figured you would. Plus, large enough storage. Like, between Scissor and I, we can find more and more ingredients, more and more items to sell to the Twilight of things that they've never seen before, and vice versa.
Yes.
And once that's completed, and once we're done, I'm sure I'll come back and be more than happy to take it off your hands, like I promised.
He looks at it, looks up to you, looks over to Scissory, then looks back to Alna. You don't need to hold that promise anymore.
No. It's something that I want to do. But thank you for releasing me from a promise. Though there will be definitely times of us hiring people to take over while we go out and do adventures. Our champions, of course.
He puts it down and walks up, and he walks over to Scissory, kind of like puts his hand on your shoulders. I think my greatest regret is pushing you away.
Well, my biggest regret is, having this chain of events happen where, we lost everything. So I guess we both have some. I'm sorry, I didn't want any of that to happen.
Yours was not your fault. Mine was.
I just hug him.
He hugs you back. And he kind of he just goes and whispers.
Oh god.
He just whispers into your ear, I will always be proud of you. I will always love you, know that.
I just go.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What? No, that's all.
You just hear it as I stole the camera from your bag and take a picture of that moment.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you guys.
No, I think it's one of those. You know how it's like when you hear something, and it's something you really want to hear, but you just don't have words to like. You don't have many words aside from like. She probably just like hugs him tighter, but she doesn't really have much to say to something like that. It's just more like you just feel really like, oh, when it happens. So yeah, she just she'll just hug him tighter and just say, I'm gonna fix this.
He pulls back, looks at you with a slight smile, saying, I have no doubt that you and your friends will do that.
Definitely. We're a good team.
So, with that, he looks and... Well, if we don't see you tomorrow, best of luck.
Thanks. Yeah, and we'll, when we're finished, we'll be back to visit and help reestablish some things, maybe. I don't know. Who knows what we're going to be doing.
Do what you want, Cesare. Explore the rest of that light world if you desire.
I have pictures.
It's the first time I even heard anything about her coming back.
Ivis told me about the pictures.
Well, do you want to see them? Or...
Sure.
I'm just sitting in the back. Well, here's one.
Yeah, so in an effort to maybe make my parents not be quite as afraid of the light realm, I start going through every picture now that they're kind of a little more open, and I'm showing them everything of what we did.
Navru stands there with a stoic but definitely taking it in presence, while Alna is definitely asking a lot more inquisitive questions. Very quietly inquisitive, I should say, not outwardly
excited.
Not outwardly excited, but again, the person that is trying
so hard.
So,
okay, I will admit, Cesare might be pushing it a little bit of how much she's telling, just to see their reactions. So I was testing, how genuine are you? She always does that, but not quite to the point where she crosses the line.
Yeah,
it's just enough.
The tiptoeing of it.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
So, and with that, so you get through the pictures. They're just for experience's sake. They're very pleased.
No, we want to RP every single picture.
Yeah, I wanted to go through every picture in the
family slideshow. We want to make this as realistic as possible.
So you have to say every reaction that they say.
Exactly. So they are at the end of it. They are genuinely pleased to see your excitement for it, but they are personally still unsure about going to Light World.
For sure.
So, and so with that, is there anything else you all do before going to rest for the night?
I think the only other thing I do would be as we're walking out, I would just take Ivis aside for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Just if we're even out in the hallway or something.
Yeah.
So, I know you're talking about going to the light realm at some point.
I was thinking about it after this whole thing is done. I was considering it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was really thrown off when you said that. So thrown off. I never thought I'd hear those words escape your lips ever. So. But I don't know. I feel like it might be good. It'll probably take some time, but once this is over, if you really, really want to, then you should.
Just thinking about it because maybe I could have a new life, start over. I don't know what's left much for me here, so I was considering it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you should if you want to. I think that's the biggest thing, though, is only if you want to. Not for anybody else.
That's what I need to think about.
Yeah.
I still do care for you, Cesare, but at the same time, you make your own decisions.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think you should think about if you want to. For you. I'll think about what I feel because it didn't go into detail. But Zafron's crazy. And seriously questioning some things. So, not that I think you might be crazy. I'm not implying that.
I didn't think so, Scissory, but I'm just saying you don't need to go into detail. You're clearly not comfortable with it. You don't need to. But
yeah,
I am thinking about it for me. Because again, I genuinely don't know what to do around here anymore. So,
yeah.
I am glad that you're all right. For the most part, I guess. I don't know.
It'll be okay. I'm glad you're alive, and I mean, I just thank you for taking care of them. It means a lot, and it's helped knowing that you've been around for them.
Well, like I said, in a way, we've known each other for so long, and they're almost like a second family to me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, think about it, and, you know, wherever that ends up happening, that's cool, and, yeah, just thanks, I guess.
He gives a slight nod and just, you're welcome.
Just be careful, because I think it should go smoothly with Kiza, but you never know.
It's Kiza.
I don't know if that's like a positive or a negative thing.
It just
Maybe
seems
both.
genuinely neutral, like, so.
It's Kiza.
Alright. He gives a slight nod. I think you and your brother deserve some sleep.
Definitely.
Until next time, Scissory. And he opens up the door and then goes back into the room.
I will finally head to bed.
Perfect.
Feeling awkward.
As the next morning eventually does come around, you both wake up. Adek isn't there, but you gather where he is. As Adek, you eventually probably make your way into the room, probably about the time that the twins are waking up, just having these new contraptions, but also covered in slight grease and sweat, that kind of stuff.
Morning.
Oh my gosh, did you not sleep again?
Slept yesterday in the afternoon.
Yeah, close, yeah!
Figured that might happen. I have one more potion. Here you go.
I'll be fine. When did we get an opportunity like this to use a arcane forge like that?
Take the potion. It's fine.
What'd
you make, though?
Oh, Scrappy's upgraded now. Should be
Scrappy's back!
extra special. And I made this. I put the box on the table. This is for the group. He opens it up and inside's the locket. If you have spells, it might make it harder for people to resist them or fight against them. I think you have to like really connect to it, but I mean anybody who wants to use it is welcome to use it.
It's really well made. It's beautiful.
Whoa, look at all the details on
Yeah, I mean it took a while. It was good. It's a good time.
during the break. I was like, Mark, what did you make? I wasn't really listening. I spent so much time describing these details.
Seriously, he did.
He did! It was really cool!
It's like reading something, or like I was just looking at my character sheet for something, and I tuned out of half of it. So I'm so
Amazing.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, Marky.
No, Sister, stop looking at the chain. The actual design down there.
I like the chain.
No,
Oh,
but
oh my gosh, is that sword for me?
there you go.
Yeah. It's like meant to represent how like you four are all in my heart. and you mean a lot to me.
So cute.
So I made this for us all.
You just see Ava. She gives you a hug. There's like little tears.
Indigestion? Oh, yeah, hug.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, you guys are important to me, so.
People have been really vulnerable lately.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to get her healed. I've been worried about her lately.
Yeah, I want
She's
to help.
right.
Sprite too.
Rough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
either
cute,
one of you want to use
Ava.
this, go ahead. I'll let you guys decide who gets it. Who uses
Oh,
it
do you
first,
not want to
please.
wear it?
No, I'm good. One of you can have it if you want it.
So,
Should we
Mechanically,
arm
what does
wrestle
it do?
for it?
So,
It increases your spell DC by 1.
yep.
So is it kind of like a ring of protection sort of thing? Just without the AC?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, honestly, well, to
It's
be
your
fair, I guess
spell
I could,
DC, not your saves.
yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I
Either one of you
could
wanna
replace
use it.
something if, yeah. What about you? Do you have room to wear it?
Do I have room? Yeah, I do.
like around your
how much
neck.
things you're wearing.
Yeah. I have some room.
Yeah.
I can
Mhm.
with one. You sure?
If you want it, yeah.
I mean, it's super cool.
I mean, if we ever get back with Demi or Aaron, either one of them can use it too if they want to. I mean, I think we all have spells that it might help us with, so
Mhm.
True.
it's kind of a good thing for everybody.
That's true.
So, is there something I can use that is similar, Mark, with similar stats, like in inventory?
I don't know of one personally off the top of my head, but
This is something that I would have to make.
Oh, okay.
So,
You could do Ring of Protection and just minus your AC one. If you want to do
but
that.
it only
Ring of
increases. This only increases the spell save DC. It does nothing else. It does not include your own.
So,
Oh, this was just saving throw. Sorry, I was reading that wrong. Okay.
so
Yeah.
like if I am, is this for if I'm casting a spell at someone else?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it
it-
up it by
So
to
if you're
16 instead of 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so if your spell save is 15, it becomes a 16 instead.
Mine's already at
Oh.
17, so I think it'd be better used for you.
Yeah, I would love that because her stats aren't the best anyway. So to have a higher DC would actually be really nice.
it's all yours, Scissory.
So
What do you normally like? What do you have? Anything that you're going to be casting that with?
Yeah, I have like different things that they do saves for.
Sweet.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's
perfect.
great. That would be super helpful. Thank you, Attic.
Oh yeah, of course. Glad I could help.
So what did Scrappy do?
Oh, he's just a little tougher now. Kind of got
Mhm.
rocked pretty good when
That's
we had the
true.
last fight with him. So
Yeah.
maybe I can bring him back sometimes, and it'll be a little tougher.
You look kind of tougher yourself. So your armor.
Oh yeah, I think I took some inspiration from that like super heavy duty armor, and I just kind of like fine tuned a couple things, just small things. I feel like it's
Yeah.
flowing better though. Everything.
I can
Yeah, it
see
looks
way less
really good.
openings for sure.
Well, that's why I told you to like cross your arms, more. And
Mm-hmm.
it looks really like really big.
Yeah, there's this trick if you put it like underneath, and you can like make the muscles look bigger. Yeah, it's this one.
I have this cloak too, and it puts it on. Yeah, I feel like it
I
makes
like
me
it.
look even tougher now. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
definitely. Watch out, Vati. Am I right?
Right.
How are you?
Champions wink, no wink. You know.
Oh yeah. Are you feeling ready to go, Attic? Like ready to go? I mean, we were talking about if we felt ready to go back and mentally prepared and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go back whenever you are, whenever you're finished with your stuff here. So,
Yeah, we're basically ready. We wrapped up all our loose ends, I think, for the most part.
everyone here good to go?
I'm ready.
Mhm.
Perfect. I'm ready then.
All right. As you make your way through the streets, there definitely does seem to be a little more intense military presence now as you're making your way, but it's more so just more guards and things like that walking down the streets to make sure with order after everything that occurred last night. You make your way to the windmill, provide the password as recommended. They have and as you walk downstairs, you do see Zavran again in basically like a makeshift cage of like wood and stuff like that. It's like they're the best that they could do for a prison or a cell, I should say. It is definitely makeshift. They do have like a little thing for water and food just to make sure he is still basic rations and things like that.
I go down and grab a cup and fill it, and then go like walk up to him.
No.
And then just drink it.
And Kiza is standing there like, all right, well, I take it you all are ready to return back to the light world, as it were?
Yes, I got a big secret though. Can we go upstairs and talk to you about it really fast before you
Sure.
like someone doesn't hear, you know?
Sure. And
I like sling my arm around him and like bring him up the stairs.
right, he walks up and says, yes?
Okay. So, when you rescue the queen, you might want to tell her. I remember I told you this, Fuse Shadow. Yeah? Remember we talked about that? I remembered.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and I like look around and then I just like lean in and go,
Ah.
in my pockets. I don't know what to do with it. And I'm just like trying not to touch it right now.
That's probably a good idea. I will definitely keep that in mind for when we take care of things here.
Yes. So if you rescue her, if you could just like tell the queen, hey, there's one just floating around. Sisri has it. She doesn't want it. What do we do with it? And if there's some way she can tell me what to do with it, I will definitely do something with it. It's not like I want it.
Absolutely. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Awesome. I just didn't want to hear Zavran hear that, so we can go back downstairs.
Perfect. All right. So with that, his smiling self guides you all over to a specific wall as he moves certain crates aside, and you see a crack in one of the wall formations. There's a slight familiar glowing light that the twins you both would recognize as a similar glowing light as to when you left the Twilight Realm for the first time. Well, entering these things is actually rather simple. What you need to do is just basically extend your hand forward, enter through, and then just follow wherever it leads.
A deck.
You all go in like together, or like one at a time? Could that be bad?
Yeah.
Luckily, these ley lines do stay connected to one specific place for a period of time. Enough for a group of people to get through without issue, with the risk of being separated. So luckily, as far as we can tell, this one is still active toward a specific region on the light world as far as we know. So you should be fine entering one by single file.
Okay.
Adek, would you be able to maybe just take a look at this sort of magic and see if you can understand it better? That way, I don't know, in the future maybe we can duplicate similar things.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Reza, take a drink of water. Make an Arcana check.
Flash in your face.
You want a science bros this?
Yeah, I'll help them. Like, pointing out different areas.
Is it Arcana?
This would definitely be Arcana, yeah.
28.
Sheesh. You would know
Amazing.
that this is definitely this is planar magic. As far as you understanding it, this would be something like there's spells out there known as plane shift that would allow one to transfer from one plane to another. You also know that there are specific people out there who have almost connections to planes known as planers. You have heard tales of them. They are not common at all. They would definitely know how to use this kind of magic the best.
All right. If we ever find a planer.
All right,
Didn't
that
help
one
us
down. All right. Oh,
I've
actually,
never met one before. So,
he said
sorry.
there was one more thing. I would have thought about this before we were about to get ready to go. Do you have or know of anyone in the city that particularly sells arcane diamonds?
I imagine there's someone. I should say, what kind of arcane diamonds?
But just ones used for spells and healing sort of rituals.
Ah, rituals. Also, oracle type spells.
Correct.
He would.
I was hoping to maybe find one of the Twilight source before we go to the Light Realm.
It's been a while since we've done this. Highs or lows?
We'll do highs.
All right. All right. He thinks about it for a second, and I think I do know of one. Relatively nearby, and I can certainly help you guide you there, and you'll be able to get the diamond. Whatever you need.
Do you guys mind if I just do that real quick?
I'll go for it.
Go for it.
Perfect.
You guys take care. Any business you got to, and I'll just sit down like on a crate or something.
So, as you go into the shop, just again being seasick, you find an old, like, decrepit Twily with almost kind of like fraying hair and spider-like arms, basically almost skin and bone. But he goes, "Yes, I can certainly assist you. What kind of diamond are you looking for?"
Yes, specifically one about 300 in worth, used for healing oracle rituals of sorts.
I believe we have exactly one left in stock. And he reaches behind.
I know they're a
and
lot more rare, so
pulls it up as he has like almost like this really thin, bony fingers, and looks and just, "Yes, I will be able to part with this for 300 rupees."
perfect. I just, if you were in the realm of bartering at all, I do have. I'm a potion maker of myself. I do have 3 potions of regular healing, and also 2 exhaustion potions that are of my own make. If any of these would be tradable to reduce the price.
Make a persuasion check.
See, that was a lot more kind than he normally does. Is it persuasion?
Yep.
22.
He looks at it and says, those would definitely be worth their weight. Still will need some rupees, but all those considered at how much they would normally cost, I would still need to sell for a little bit of a profit. I'll say that can bring it down to probably about 150.
Exactly what I was looking for. Thank you.
He hands it over and he takes those vials. So you can go ahead and remove those from your inventory.
Sweet. All right, cool. Yeah, I like the theme of it being Twilight versus Light Realm for this one.
Absolutely. And yeah, make your way back to the windmill.
All right, good to go. Sorry.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Got a good deal for it, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, people here like to barter. I don't understand why it's such a big deal in the Light Realm.
he's like totally oblivious to how he was a lot nicer this time around.
He actually had like leverage this time to use as part of his deal, instead of being like, I don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Excellent. So as mentioned, just go ahead, walk over, reach forward, and it'll begin to take you to where you need to go. So who's first?
I think I'll go first this time, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, you should do it.
Also, it's right. I hope you feel better soon. And I'll kind of hold her as he goes through, and he'll step through.
Right,
Without even a hesitation.
And what you all see is you just see the white light begin to glow from this fissure as Ava almost seems to go into various particles into into this portal connection between planes. It almost seems that he goes flat at one point, like 2D, and then like he's that of like almost like a drawing, and then he goes right through it. Avum, as you're going through it, you see a white fade to where suddenly it almost seems like various colors are just whizzing right by you. Various purples, blacks, blues, and greens. It is a trippy experience as you feel yourself be ripped, almost ripped apart, but also become flattened as you go rocketing across the other planes. Who's next?
Me, unless Attic is looking like he's going in.
Perfect.
Go for it. I can observe again and take notes.
Oh, true.
Similar experience, Scissory. You see the same portal, and Attic, you see the same exact thing. Lastly, Adek.
See y'all. Thanks for being awesome. You're all dopers.
They all give a wave, and as you enter in, you see the same portal going across. I need somebody to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Can I?
You went first.
That's true. Do you want to?
Part of me feels like you have to do it. You went first.
If you guys make me, it's up to you guys. What's you want to do, Rachel? Do you make me roll? Or do you want to roll?
You should roll. Yeah.
Hey, don't blame me for the low roll. You know, I roll the ones.
Yeah, low roll could be awesome. We don't know.
Did you roll one?
I legit rolled the one. I don't know if you can see it.
Can't really see it.
It's beautiful.
In true Mike fashion.
In true Mike fashion. I even called the shot, too.
Yes, you did.
You did.
So,
damn, I don't roll a 1 on a death save.
All right.
Too many times.
3 times now, right?
We're in the middle of Death Mountain, just like in the volcano, just up. Yeah, game over, guys. Good job. It's been fun. Nice campaign. High fives. Okay, see you later.
Well,
we're in a Boston prison.
Here's the funny part, Mark. As you exit, you feel immense heat.
There you go.
As you feel immense heat coming forward, as though it feels like your faces are almost on fire. There's massive rock around you. And yes, there's far off in the distance, you see something that looks like almost like that of a mine with a lava pit.
Go back what? Go back the other way.
What, Mark? What?
Yep.
There. One, Death Mountain.
Yep. Hey, that's where I wanted to go too. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly where I wanted to be.
So
I don't like this.
The heat is immense, but after that, you all just emerge from this from the rock, and then what you see next is something that is very striking. You look up in between the plumes of blackened smoke and fire emerging from the ground. You see that the sky above you is cracked and torn asunder as flashes of blue, green, and red ripple across the sky even more intensely than the Twilight Realm. There are elements of the ground is also cracked with these flames emerging from it as well. Portions of the ground are ripped from the earth below and are floating upward into the sky. The light world is absolutely in shambles. And as you all are standing here, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't. It's really hard.
Oh, you all have an aura with me now.
Oh,
So you can add a +3 to your saves.
Awesome.
Nice.
Really good then.
That's my aura. That's what it sounds like in my
Yeah.
head. So I got a 23.
Okay.
Me too. 23.
Twins!
28 with the aura. So.
Wow.
Nice.
So you all take 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
Guys, I'm all out of water. I just sprayed it all on Zavern.
Oh, it's so hot!
What is this place?
Wow, this is amazing! Click!
It's awful.
You
Looks like volcano. Death Mountain, maybe? That was local.
Doesn't sound great. It's like looking for his sunglasses and hat.
you see a massive figure, a Goron, that just with a rock of with a back just covered in rocks, wearing what looks to be a helmet and wielding a massive glaive stone. And he just walks over. Oh, what are you all doing out here without heat protection? How did you get here?
Long story.
Okay.
History.
Hi, Davik. But
Hey.
regardless, I think it's best the city is that way. Do what you can to get heat protection.
It's really hot.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, you all are not meant to live in these conditions. If you head that way, you should be able to find a way to do it.
Are you a boulder breaker?
Me? No.
What do you do here?
I guard the mine.
That we're trespassing in.
By accident.
You aren't technically on the other side, which means you're not in the mine yet. You're at the at the entrance of the mine.
This is public property. I see. Okay. Just good to know the rules. All right. We'll make sure to stay on this side.
Thanks. Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
I'm getting really sweaty. So
Yeah. I'm getting another con save.
Then.
+3 still? Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
reason
+3.
this was a nat 1.
Yeah.
Another 28. I rolled the same number, so.
Nice.
9? Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
It's so
I don't like it.
So 9, 23,
28.
28.
Yeah.
Avon, what'd you get?
7.
7.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Adet, you're gonna take 2 points of fire damage. Twins, you're both are gonna take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Yep, let's go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is really hot.
Just like a sunburn. but
I'm not
worse?
used to this. I don't know if I've ever been
I'm
this
just
hot
gonna
before.
grab Ava and start pulling. Distracted by the heat.
I take out my sunglasses,
That's a
put
cell
them
phone.
back on.
There you
Ava just starts jogging and will bonus action dash.
All right.
He doesn't like this.
So as you enter into the city, you see that is a place that has very simple structures with homes built into the side of the cliffs, as it seems that this city is carved to be just below the mouth of the volcano. Above it, walking around the mouth, you see what appears to be almost like a lizard type structure just walking around it, almost as an ever-present guardian. And there are huts around that are constantly made of rock and stone, with a river of lava cutting right through it. There are several Gorons staring at you as seeing you all run. I guess where you guys headed?
Is there anybody there to guide us?
Yeah, I just probably pull aside whoever.
Yeah, one of them looks at you as,
Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, ow, definitely.
One of them looks like, well, if you're looking at a way to do it, there are potions that can give you a little bit of assistance with this for a couple of hours. There are also various, if you have any way to cool yourself, you can definitely do that.
Quickest thing, it hurts.
There is a Gerudo sitting at one of the tables and just saying, here, I got some drinks. They'll be able to cool you down. They'll be on the house for right now.
That is so sweet.
Rubies. Like, he doesn't care about saving money on this.
Right.
I don't like being hot. I hate it.
All right. So anyone who partakes can go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
+3 still. Thank you. 20.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Also 16.
Hey,
Look
there you
at
go.
eyes.
So as you drink it, you just feel this cooling sensation cover your whole body. And with that, you feel as though you can take the heat for a little bit longer. And you do actually gain a cold resistance for 24 hours.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Nice.
Whoa, this actually did do the trick. This feels great.
You say cold resistant or
Cold resistance because it chills your body so much that you just gain resistance to the cold.
to the heat? You mean?
You are fine with the heat, but it gives you a cold resistance.
Oh, it's additional. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I was confused.
Your
It's
body
cold,
is your
okay.
body is so chilled that you can. It's basically like equipping an ice weapon. That was the logic.
Immune fire.
Yeah, it was the
It's
logic
cold,
was
okay.
basically like equipping like an ice weapon when climbing Deathbound, where it gives you a little
Got it.
extra to fire.
Does this actually make us immune to fire or just immune to the environmental effects?
The environmental effects.
Right. Okay.
So not fire, but environmental effects. Again, it's like equipping an ice
Yeah.
weapon in Breath of the Wild.
Cool. Oh, sorry about that. Again.
So-
I hate being hot.
Sarkso is thank you in Gerudo.
Oh. Zarkso.
She
It
gives
was very. It has a very like angry sound.
He has been playing Breath of the Wild for like 2 months.
Exactly. Exactly.
There's
Wow.
Sarkso, Savak, and Vo and Vi. What?
When you learn about
A
the
lot of
different
fun
levels of
words in history, yeah.
nerdysome in Zelda, you realize.
Well, this
I haven't. I'm not at that level.
Breath of the Wild was the first one to really introduce any kind of like language structure.
Languages, yeah.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
Sarkso Avum. Wait, you guys understand common though, right?
I'm speaking
Yeah.
common.
Yes, that's what I thought. All right, sorry. My name's Avum. Sorry, again, the heat gets to me. I don't like this. I'm from the Twilight.
Wow, your awkward level just goes up by 10 notches.
I
the
get
second you
so
sit in the light-
frustrated.
the light realm, yeah.
I do not like being hot. How do you guys live here? You know what? I'm glad you live here. That's a beautiful thing that your culture does. I don't like it. But my name's Avum. This is Scissory in a deck. I'm a potion maker. Can you teach me how to do that?
Well, this isn't a potion. This is a drink that we tend to serve in the Gerudo Desert. You all seemed of age, so I was willing to offer it to you.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
It is one that is meant to be able to chill the body, to be able to allow things like that. So I
That's
live.
why I love the light realm.
I live in the desert.
Yeah,
The
things-
Gorons live here, but I'm here mainly to get to find jewels and things of that nature.
Can I buy a bunch more of these drinks? Just in case you're not around and we need one.
I'll need to make them, but you can But when I've made them, I'll be more than happy to be able to sell them to you.
Do you have Could you point us a direction in either a potion maker or I think someone said there's protection wear?
There's
Actually, how long are we going to be here? No.
I mean, don't you have to tell Demi where we are so she can, like, get to us?
I'm gonna bring her here. That sounds attractive. I mean, yes, if she wants to come here, then this would be beautiful.
We're supposed to meet her, so...
Didn't she say she was, like, coming here?
Well, she's ready to meet us wherever we need to, yeah.
So we have to go somewhere, or...
No, I just don't know if we're trying to stay in the place that's trying to kill us or not. Are we staying here?
I mean, we'll get a bunch of this fine person's drinks, and we'll be fine. We'll be good for a while.
I mean, we do have to plan a little bit, so... Like, we don't know what we're gonna do next.
Yeah, do these drinks last long? Like, if we put them in a vial, or is this more like a temporary when they go out?
It's more like a temporary thing.
Okay. Well, then I apologize for interrupting. Do you know a potion maker nearby?
Unfortunately, Gorons are not necessarily the most potion makers. They tend to be more the warrior types. They do have weapons and armor that could potentially suit you or assist you in some capacity.
Mm.
Sure, I could maybe look around some of the wildlife and figure out something.
Well,
Okay.
most of what you're going to find are probably going to be fire-related.
That's true.
So, what's up with the sky?
I don't know. About 10 days ago, well, actually more than that, probably 11. I don't remember. Suddenly, the ground ruptured. The sky was torn asunder. And guardians were going wild. That creature has been increasing its patrol. I think they call it Vadarunia.
Huh?
I think they call it Vadarunia.
Like, what? What is it?
It's a divine beast. Guards the Gorons.
Oh! See, the Twilight Zone doesn't have one of those things, so... I don't know.
I believe his people helped make them.
It does kind of look your style.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so 10 days ago, this happened, or 11, you said. Okay.
Have you heard any rumors of, like, anywhere that was, like, really bad, or places that were not affected?
This place seems relatively calm.
With that, haven't heard much. But, as far as what I've heard, little rumors, Castletown hasn't fared all that well.
Yeah. Okay. Any other places?
I haven't heard much.
Okay. Interesting.
Anything
What was
else?
your name?
What? There were two.
Sorry. We're all so excited to be here. We're all just talking at once. What was your name?
This is Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Is there anything else going on recently around here? Anything crazy?
Nothing I'm aware of.
Good. Do you have like an inn or anything here that people can stay at, or is there a certain point in the mountain that becomes a little more safer?
As far as I know, there is one. Again, I'm not from here.
That's fair. That's true.
You just get into town, or have you been here for a little bit?
I've been here for a little bit.
You
Again,
stay
I'm
somewhere.
I tend to wander around the mountain.
There's
You
nothing to
sleep
stay
on the
somewhere.
floor? Yeah.
I sleep wherever I can find it.
All right. All right, let's go find something.
Thank you. We'll probably be back later.
How long does this drink last for?
24 hours.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so we just like wave, and then I'm like, okay, you want to message Demi? We'll get her over here.
Yeah, definitely. I figured we'd find a place first, but I don't know where she's going to
We can
show up
ask
at.
if there's a spot that's less hot somewhere on this mountain that we can get to, but
Otherwise, we'd have to have a drink ready for her. Yeah.
Oh, true. Okay.
Trying
So,
to save the spell slots till we need them.
We can,
Surge my
like,
spell energy, whatever.
start to kind of maybe look around and see if we can find somewhere to stay, especially if it is away from the heat a little bit more.
For one more drink, Sarah.
Yeah, it's
We can
unfortunately.
pay her too.
Yeah. So, but as far as a place to stay, you do find a place that seems to have a symbol of a bed out front of it, like in a little slab. So, as far as anywhere directly away from the heat, off the mountain is your probably your best guess, or ways down the mountain is your best guess.
So that's what I was just asking earlier. I mean, do we have anything here that we want to take care of, or if we just head on down to the outskirts of the mountain and then find a place to meet up with her?
I mean, I have something I'd like to do here. I've read some stuff about things here, properties of the stone and stuff they have.
Sure.
But
Okay.
if we can't, we can move on.
No, I'll take the time. I'll look for wildlife, and maybe I can muster up some potions that could be a little easier than waiting for him to make drinks for us.
Then we could. Yeah, if you have a thing you want to do here, then, you know, Demi can update us at the same time. We can make a plan. It seems like there's not much bad stuff going on around here, so,
Yeah.
you know,
might be a
it seems
place
like an
we can-
okay place to camp out.
Sounds like information right now, and it's definitely our first step.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Don't know how close she'll be able to teleport, but we can get the name of this place and at least let her know.
Yeah.
Is there a name on the inn as we go up to it?
Nope, it's just a symbol of a bed.
That's cute.
I go inside.
It
The
is
bed inn.
Or is it just like a shack that's like made for people that...
So basically, what you see is that in the center there is a Goron that seems to be maintaining, doing a little bit of bookkeeping, and then basically there's just rows of open beds, just lined. They seem to be made of like slabs of rock with like bits of like material that's not flammable. So this looks like won't be the most comfortable sleep,
We tried down feathers, didn't work very well.
basically.
Hello, my name's Avum, not from here,
Oh,
clearly. Your name?
Braddock.
Brack, pleasure to meet you.
Braddock.
Braddock. The accent's a little hard for me to pick up, I apologize. Braddock, trying to meet a friend here. I know it's crazy. Do you have a name of this fine establishment to tell her to meet her at? Braddock's Bed Inn or something?
People come here and sleep. It's the only place in town.
I like your sign personally. I like that there's just a
That's
little
very
bed on
good.
there. It's cute.
Is this the Death Mountain Inn? Is that where we are?
There is not. It's the only place in town where people come and sleep. Why do I need a name?
Is this the Death Mountain place to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
It seems like there's
That's
only
great.
one. I like your sign.
Well,
I think it's nice.
well, thank you. I mean, yeah, we don't get many people up here, so there's really no reason to name it because we don't have many visitors.
It's hard to think of names for things.
It can be.
Yeah.
Avum's struggling with marketing at the moment and trying not to say anything. All right, cool. Well, Braddock, how much would it be for us to stay here if we wanted to stay?
5 rupees a night.
Oof. All right. Cool.
Perfect.
Gonna go send a message then.
He got so pouty so fast.
So pouty. He doesn't like this at all. He's like, I remember why I didn't like the light drum.
He instantly is like sad.
I regret everything.
I just like stare at him as he sends a message.
He's like planning it out.
I'll just stand and survey, looking for resources or a place that might offer resources or information for Project 14.
Yeah, I think I remember which one that is. I'll just double check that.
The specific to this place one.
Yeah, that one. Because I remember our conversation. So with that, as you are looking, again, this place is pretty simple in its structure. There's a slight slope to it, so you're more on the upper end, so you're able to get a good bird's-eye view. And you do see that there appears to be like a Goron currently working a furnace, definitely making weapons. There's a massive structure of various weapons of stone and metal. Definitely meant for Gorons in size. Like, this is one that you guys could wield, but it would be at a lot of penalties. So, but you do definitely see a Goron down there that could assist you with your stuff.
All right. Avum gets distracted a few times because it's like his ink's smudging in the heat and he's getting frustrated. So he finally cast it. He's just like, arrived on Death Mountain. It sucks. Super hot. If you could meet us here, try to get heat resistance at only Inn on top mountain. Just sends it.
All right. You send it, and at Attic, you do see your goal, and you know where you are, trying to work on the heat resistance. You do gather that the message was received, and that's where we'll go ahead and pick up next session.
Death Mountain.
Yeah, we back in the light realm, baby.
Back in the light realm on Death Mountain. I seriously had like 1 to 4 was Death Mountain.
That's so good.
That's exactly what I need you to do there, Mikey. Good job.
Yeah, it's so funny because Mark has been saying he's been wanting to go for ages, but I kept thinking, like, I don't know why we'd go there anymore. Like, there's no way we would.
For us to go to Death Mountain. It's so sad, but I want to go so bad. You did it, man.
Yeah, we did.
Perfect. It worked.
That's the fun part about this game, though, is if you want to go anywhere, like, we can find a way. Like, the idea of like playing in a Zelda world, it's like this is like our only chance to like play in it. Like, I can't wait to go to the Lost Woods or something like that. I think that's the place on this thing.
That's gonna be fun.
Okay. So with that, yep, and you do get a slight message of Death Mountain. Sweet Hylia. All right, I can get there. You all better get a potion or a drink. Need anything else? See you soon. And that's where we'll go ahead and wrap. But with that, but yes, with that, everyone, looking forward to next week. And with all that, we will go ahead and wrap up there. And next week, we should have a Demi joining us back. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll see where we go from there. But until then, everyone, stay tuned for next week, as Mark and I are going to be resisting thinking about Tears of the Kingdom all the time, and looking forward to Friday. It's going to be a great time all around. With that, everyone, stay tuned for Thursday with Rachel's Art Stream, and then Sunday with Mishaps. So, you know what, Spotify, you ended at the right time. So we're just going to go ahead and say that is our wrap up for tonight. So with that, everyone, keep being awesome. Keep rolling those dice. See ya.